Hey, what's up, guys? Talk Movies with us here, and we are back.
We're officially back.
After a long few-month hiatus. The month of December was not very nice to us.
No, November,
Work-wise.
December, very busy. Retail, UPS.
Kevin James. It's a nightmare, but we got through it. We made through it. We're getting back to a regular schedule.
Yes, but while we were really busy at work, we were also busy buying movies.
Well, you were.
Yeah, Best Buy, you know, sometimes I have no self-control.
No, she doesn't.
But we did do a really cool Black Friday haul. We picked up some great Disney movies and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, some stuff was sent to us. It's just it's a smorgasbord. It's of randomness.
It is, and it's a lot, so we really shouldn't babble too much.
No, but first things first, as promised, we're going to announce our giveaway winner. We randomly selected one before this video, and
Yes.
Amy Spohr is the winner. She has a YouTube channel. We'll put the link to it in the description, but we'll get in contact with you. And congratulations, you are the winner.
Congratulations. She said her favorite movie so far was Revenge, and we both love that movie, so it was a good pick. It was a good pick.
Recently just picked up the vinyl for that one as well.
Yes, we will have a vinyl video of some sort sometime soon. All right, do we want to jump right into this?
Yeah, let's just jump right into this because this is
It's going to be a long video. I hope you guys have a
crazy
snack.
pile. Yeah.
All right, you want me to start it off?
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
I'm going to jump right in. The beginning of November, I picked up the 4K Steelbook collection for Harry Potter. And, you know, I've owned these movies a couple of different times, but this is the set.
A couple different times. That's an understatement.
Yes, I'm just going to show them real quick. We have the Sorcerer's Stone, front and back. We have the Chamber of Secrets, front and back. Now these are pretty much the same as the 4K slipcovers. You want to hold them? We have the Prisoner of Azkaban. These are beautiful.
And that's where I fell off with these movies. The third one.
Oh, the third one you haven't seen? Well, we're going to watch
So
them.
the first two.
Well, we are going to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. Very excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Goblet of Fire. Order of the Phoenix. Beautiful matte finish. And I'm very happy that none of them were scratched in the box. So I didn't have to have a conniption. Deathly Hallows Part 1. And the last one, Deathly Hallows Part 2. The epic conclusion. So very happy with this set. Even if I did have to buy the set about 4 different times before I found them.
And we'll probably buy another set a few more times before it's all said and done. But yeah, I'm going to go now.
Go ahead, go.
Alright, first up we got Galveston. It's another one of those RLJ Entertainment releases.
Yeah.
And so far, they've all been awesome to me. I loved Brawl in Cell Block 99. Mayhem, Arizona. And The Cobbler with my man Adam Sandler.
So
I enjoy all their movies, so I hear good things about this.
Yeah,
one.
I heard it was pretty good, so I'm excited to check that one out.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Next up, we got Airplane. I bought this one on a whim in Walmart. I've seen it a million times. Never had the Blu-ray, but I just wanted to show you this because this is right up my alley and my, my comedy taste, the cheesy classic comedy, and Leslie Nielsen. I was about to say Liam Neeson, but this movie's a classic. Absolutely love this one.
I had a great time with it. This was my first time watching it, and you know, it's silly, but it's great.
I love that humor. You can't get away with some of the stuff in that movie nowadays. Everyone's a little touchy nowadays, but all right, next up is a movie a lot of people hated, and I really don't understand why. Sure, an R rating would have helped, but that's Venom. I've watched this movie a few times on Blu-ray since picking it up. I've probably seen it 3 times now. This movie's a blast.
It is.
It's
I enjoyed
so fun.
it.
Tom Hardy's great in it. It's a lot of fun, man, and the action's cool.
And we enjoyed it much more than the film you're about to talk about.
Oh, God. Predator.
We just watched this.
I bought this because the slipcover was awesome, and I've heard a lot of bad things about it.
I heard a lot of mixed things. There's some people out there who enjoyed it.
Wasn't a fan of the trailer, and I watched it because I give movies the benefit of the doubt. I love cheesiness and,
You love bad movies.
Politically incorrect. I'm a big fan of it. This movie was freaking horrible. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. The characters were The characters were all over the
I
place.
feel like a lot of the script and the way that
unnecessary.
it was forced. It just, the comedy wasn't.
The kid
just
from
wasn't
Room
there.
and Wonder, this is definitely his worst movie. Not he wasn't bad in it, but he's just like, he's a better actor than all these people in this movie put together.
You know what?
And it's like, ugh, I don't know. It was alright. I mean, The Predator was cool.
Every scene that the Predator was in was pretty badass.
Every time a character opened its mouth, I wanted it to just shut up. Shut up.
But here's the thing, there were talented actors in this movie. I just feel like between the script and everything, which is weird because the director has done some really good movies, this just was...
Who, Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
I love
I'm a
him.
big fan of him. I loved Keanu. Every joke that he said in this movie was not funny.
It was cringy.
It was really not funny. All right,
All right, now that we got this off our chest.
I'm gonna go one more.
Oh,
and
this is a Black Friday
I need to find a
pickup.
slip for it, so if anyone out there wants to be a pal. But, Action Point, die-hard Jackass fan, love Viva La Bam, love the whole crew. Steve-O, this is like right up my alley kind of thing. And it was okay. I mean, I watched it. It's not really that great. I'm not gonna be honest
I
with you.
didn't watch this one.
Not very good, but I'm a big Johnny Knoxville fan, and I'll watch anything the guy does, so... You know, that's Action Point. Take it or leave it. If you're a Jackass fan, I guess it's worth the watch. But
It was definitely worth the like $4, I guess.
yeah, and I'll go one more because this one also needs a slip. If anyone's out there, that is
Wink,
Den of
wink.
Thieves. I heard it was really good. I heard pretty good things about
I heard
it.
there was a good twist to it. We haven't watched it yet.
So yeah, that's Den of Thieves. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, we have a lot of catching up to do on our watching.
Yes, sir.
It's Man. All right, we also did pick up a bunch of Disney movies, even though it seems like we have everything. We don't have everything. So I did rejoin.
not.
I did rejoin the Disney Movie Club just to get some more free movies. So we'll be doing that all over.
Crack addict.
So we did get Pocahontas and Pocahontas 2. We grabbed Oliver and Company. If anybody has a slippity, let me know. We have Peter Pan, Return to Neverland. This is a Disney Movie Club exclusive. 101 Dalmatians 2. Gotta love these classic sequels.
I guess so.
But it's fun to have them. And then we did grab the Pixar Short Films Collection Part 1. We have Part 2. And I did grab Part 3, which just came out last month. If anybody has a slip for this, let me know. We grabbed Olaf's Frozen Adventure. The Short Films Collection. This one I love because I've seen most of these and they're really cute.
Yeah, we'll watch them one day when we're dead.
I've seen most of them.
Oh, okay.
And then I decided to do the mystery Blu-ray through the Disney Movie Rewards, and they sent Atlantis, The Lost Empire. And if anybody has a slip, let me know. I'm always down to buy slips for my Disney movies. They've all got to have slips. So,
OCD's a terrible thing.
yeah, and I'll go a few more.
Go ahead.
So these are all from Brian King. If you guys are in our Facebook group, you know Brian is one of the moderators.
Legend.
Very
As
active.
a legend. Favorite movie of all time is Truth or Dare. I always
Yes.
say it, but it's true.
So we do a lot of like trades and whatnot. So I end up with a lot of Blu-rays from
Wheeling
him.
and dealing.
He did get me 2 movies for my birthday though, which was in November. He got me The Faculty, which I absolutely love this movie, and the Trilogy of Terror, which I haven't had a chance to check out yet, but heard amazing things via David Clayton. So he also sent me Let the Right One In and The Villainess, which I heard is a badass movie. So I'm very excited to eventually check these out.
Eventually, one day, right?
When we're dead.
Yeah, basically. 'Cause we'll never watch them.
We will make it through them.
Yeah, one day.
One day.
All right. Next up, this is pretty much the majority, I think, of this pile is Black Friday related.
Yes.
First up is a movie I heard some pretty awesome things about, and that is Hostiles. Heard this one's really good. Can't wait to give it a watch one day.
I heard that the very beginning of the movie is like insane.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Now, these three, I'm very surprised on how awesome they look, the 4K transfers, and that is, you know, Stallone, baby. You gotta have it. Yeah, First Blood Part 2, and Rambo 3.
I watched First Blood for the first time ever, and I will say, 1, I loved the movie, and 2, for as old as that movie is, that 4K transfer was beautiful.
Looked really good.
It looked great.
And guys, I'm trying to do my job as a good boyfriend. I'm trying to, you know, introduce her into the world of Stallone.
I watched Rocky.
She did.
I watched Rocky. We didn't obviously review it. I haven't watched anything after Rocky.
I know. I'm trying to get it.
I'm trying. But I did watch Rocky, guys. I freaking loved it. It was a fantastic movie, of course, as expected.
She loved it so much she couldn't wait to watch the rest of them.
We watched it in November, and Black Friday hit, and then our lives went to shit.
Yeah, well, they're always shit, but no, it's all right. But yeah, I mean, she liked them, introducing her to the world of Stallone, the great Sylvester Stallone.
I haven't seen very many Stallone movies, I will admit.
But you know,
we're getting there.
We got the two essentials out of the way: Rocky and First Blood. More to come. Next up is a movie I loved. I had a blast with this one, and that is The Meg.
Yes. This movie was a lot of fun.
This movie's so good.
You gotta turn your brain off.
Turn your brain off. Jason Statham, if you're a Statham fan, this is one of his better films, honestly. He's a badass. And it's, you know, I showed this movie to my parents. They enjoyed it. Just a good time, you know? And next up, we got Father Figures, Owen Wilson, and this guy. Haven't really watched it.
We didn't hear great things about it.
Not really excited to watch it. It was just cheap on Black Friday, and Owen Wilson, hopefully he goes, wow, oh, wow. But yeah,
I'm sure it's got some funny
Father
moments.
Figures. Next up is a movie I already own, but we had to double dip since we had the sequel on 4K, and it
was
is
$8.
Sicario. This movie's friggin' awesome. I mean, what more do we need to say? We rambled about this movie in our review for the second one.
Yeah,
so
I love that movie.
Go check it out.
It could only benefit from the 4K because it was beautifully shot.
Oh yeah. Next up, we got the great Harrison Ford in Air Force One. Heard this one's got a pretty sweet transfer.
Yeah.
So another one.
I've never seen it. So
we'll check out.
When we're dead.
Pretty much.
That's going to be our theme of today's video. # when we're dead.
Yeah, there we go. Next up is the sequel everyone was asking for, and that is Deep Blue Sea 2. Guys, comment down below if you guys have checked this epic sequel out. I mean, I love the first one.
I bet you it's better than The Meg.
The first one is, you know, one of the best shark movies ever. Better than Jaws. Just kidding. Just kidding. But no, the first one's a lot of fun.
You just triggered a lot of people.
I'm obviously joking. Nothing touches Jaws in the shark in the shack. Nothing touches Jaws in the shark genre. But the first Deep Blue Sea is a lot of fun. And we'll watch the second one when we're dead.
Probably never.
Probably never. Next up, we got a movie I heard very bad things about. But I think it was a good price on Black Friday. And it's got two good actors in it. We got McConaughey and Idris Elba in Dark Tower. Is it as bad as people saying? Comment down below. I heard the biggest issue with this movie is they crammed like 7 books in an hour and a half.
And they even cut the movie, I think, too, right? Like, they didn't even...
Yeah. Guys, is this movie a shit show as much as everyone's saying it is? Let me know.
Yeah, we were waiting for a price drop for a very long time.
And, you know, I'll just go with 2 more, finish off the Black Fridays.
Go ahead.
We got Tag, a very surprising comedy. We enjoyed this one a lot.
We enjoyed this one. We saw it over the summer, and I laughed an awful lot. I thought it was great, and the fact that it's based on a true story, and at the end they do show the actual guys who have been playing this game of tag, so... I
love when true stories throw that little extra clip at the end of, like, showing actual, you know, proof, if you will. Because, I know, I'm very skeptical, but this was a decent watch. It was a fun
movie. It's a great cast.
Decent watch, you know, so that's cool.
Usually there's one of the characters that's really annoying, and in this one I didn't really feel that way.
No, not too bad. And next up, we got a sequel. I haven't watched it. Have you watched it yet?
I didn't watch it yet.
Super Troopers 2. Looking forward to it. You know, these guys are awesome.
I love Super Troopers. So let us know in the comments below if it's, you know, is it as good as the first one? Probably not, but...
Probably not. But guys...
I love the first one.
I also love Beer Fest. Has the same cast, but that's underrated in my opinion. I think that movie's freaking hilarious. But, yeah, I know. Okay.
All right.
Shoot, you go. Go ahead. Let
me make some room here.
All right, we're doing pretty good. We're chugging along here.
All right, here we go. This is what my mom got me for Christmas. Crazy Rich Asians on 4K. I had a great time with this movie. I think it's super cute. How did you like it? Because you did see it in the theaters with me.
Yeah, it was good. It was
a
fine.
Cute movie.
It was fine for what it was. I mean, it's not a bad movie.
For me,
it's better than Predator. Not that much.
I've been to Singapore, so it was really nice to see all of the aerial shots of the city. Singapore is a beautiful city. If you have a chance to go there, I definitely recommend it. Next up is another David Clayton recommendation, that is Blue Velvet. Got this in the $5.99 bin. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet. And next up, this was part of our Black Friday haul, Ocean's 8, which I did watch yesterday, actually. And, you know, I liked this movie. I thought it was fun. It was entertaining. The cast is great. They all do a great job, and that's all I could really ask for.
That's all I have to say about that.
What?
That's Forrest Gump.
No, I know, but very, okay.
I don't know. I'm retarded.
Next up, we have Jigsaw in 4K. We've been waiting a very long time for a price drop on this as well. And, you know, this one is just...
I didn't care for it.
It's another Saw movie. It was okay. You know, I was entertained. If I was going to watch any of the Saw movies, would I pick this one to watch? No. But...
Go ahead, next.
I had to complete the collection, you know?
Of course, yep. Next
up is The Spy Who Dumped Me. Grabbed this on Black Friday, and I watched it, and I enjoyed it. It's very silly. I like Mila Kunis. Kate McKinnon is a hit or miss for me, and I did kind of like her in this movie. There are other things that I can't stand her in, so...
So basic you are.
I am a basic bitch sometimes.
You are so basic.
But
funny.
I liked it. It was fun.
Good. That's good.
All right, you know what? I'm going to talk about another basic bitch movie.
Everyone get your barf bags ready.
I Feel Pretty with Amy Schumer. I really don't like her, but for some reason I really didn't hate this movie. I think it was cute. I know a lot of people hated it, but oh well, whatever. YOLO. Next up, we have Constantine, City of Demons, another DC animated movie. One day I will get through all of the DC animated movies, but for now I'm just trying to stay up to date with them so that I don't have to play, you know, pick up one day with 20 movies. Next up, we have Teen Titans Go to the Movies. Heard this was absolutely adorable. So I'm excited to watch this.
Yeah.
I love Teen Titans.
I mean, this is our dog's favorite show. Whenever we leave the house, we put on Cartoon Network.
And they're always watching Teen Titans.
This is on a loop, like 24/7. So they've probably seen every episode of this so
Probably.
far,
So they'll definitely be excited to watch this movie with us.
Yeah, we'll put it on for them when we leave the house, and then they'll let us know how it was. We'll hear a review.
And then two more from our Black Friday haul. I grabbed American Assassin. I actually heard that this was a pretty decent movie. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed it.
Probably didn't need to buy it, but what the hell?
I like Dylan O'Brien, though. I really like him. I think he's going to be a great action star.
Yeah, okay.
No? You don't think so? You don't. Well, you don't like the Maze Runner movies.
Maze Runner guy.
All right. And then we have The Hitman's Bodyguard, which we did see in theaters.
Wasn't that good, but I had to buy it, I guess.
It was cheap. I love Ryan Reynolds, so I need to have his movies.
If you love, you know, Samuel L. Jackson screaming on the top of his lungs every 35 seconds, must buy it. Must buy it.
But this is Sam Jackson. Salma Hayek is in this movie. She's not that bad to look at. So
no, I forgot about her. Yeah, she was
good in this movie.
No, it was good.
It was an okay movie.
It was good. All right.
I like how I have to convince you.
It was good. All right. Next up is a TV show that I've heard very mixed things about the second season.
We loved the first season.
Loved the first season. Loved everything about it. And that is Westworld Season 2, The Door.
So this is the 4K
Beautiful set. I mean, comment down below your thoughts on the second season without being a dick and spoiling it.
Yeah, please don't spoil
it. But I've heard mixed things. I heard it's slow. I heard it's good. First one was a good slow burn. I enjoyed it.
It was, yeah, beautifully shot. We're actually watching 6 Feet Under right now. So after that, we'll watch.
I just wanted to watch 6 Feet Under on a whim because I always heard good things about it.
It's hysterical.
And that show hits my funny bone, if you whatever, my humor, my dark humor. That movie gets it. That show gets it. Awesome. Loving 6 Feet Under so far. Next up, we got a sequel to an action movie which I enjoyed, and that is Equalizer 2. Good movie. Good,
I liked it. I've never seen the first one though. I watched the second one, and I enjoyed it.
This is a movie right off the bat. Even the first one. This goes for Liam Neeson movies as well. The movies are not that good as a whole, but the main star of the show, Denzel. If you didn't have Denzel in this movie, it would probably be a crap movie. Direct to DVD, but this guy, you gotta root for him. You gotta love Denzel.
He's a badass.
Same thing for the Taken movies. They're not very good, but Liam Neeson sells it. And Denzel, you just buy into him. And who doesn't love the great Denzel Washington, right?
Also, I will say, and I think we did do a review on this, but it was one of the best
sounding movies.
Dolby Atmos experience I've had. That movie was great. At the end, during that storm, it sounded so good.
In the theater, not one movie sounded that great. It was awesome.
It was great.
Next up, we got a movie. All right, guys, I'm gonna make this PG. This is the house with the clock in its walls.
But
I prefer to say it, the house with the
you can fill in the blank. In its walls.
cock in its walls. I don't know why. It's just funner to say.
I hope your cousins and my cousins are.
It's funner to say that, but cock-a-doodle-doo. It's all right. But this movie, it was basically another Goosebumps. It was essentially a sequel to Goosebumps. Not the sequel to Goosebumps that
we got.
It just was very reminiscent of Goosebumps. Just
maybe it's because it was Jack Black. It was,
and a big mansion, creepy looking thing.
But you know what? It was entertaining, and we were really interested to see how Eli Roth was going to do a kids movie.
Basically, Eli Roth's take on a Goosebumps type of thing, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
I liked it. I thought it was entertaining.
No, it was enjoyable. I might have passed out 15 minutes in the theater while watching it. But it was good, nonetheless. All right.
Ooh, the next one is I think it's one of the most underrated movies of the year.
Really good movie, and that is Searching. One of the great performances of the year by John Cho, man. Freaking Harold from Harold and Kumar. Who'd have thought, right? But this movie was really, really good.
This movie, while watching it in the theaters, I mean, you really had no idea where it was going. It took a lot of twists and turns, and I mean, you watched it again, and you said that it doesn't have the most rewatchability, which I can understand, but holy crap, that first watch.
What you're watching this movie for is the style it's told in. We did a whole review on it. Go check it out if you want, but it's just so original. And yeah, on the second viewing, it's one of those when you're watching it the first time, you're like, oh man, what the hell's happening?
You don't know what's going on, you don't know where it's going.
Once you know the second time around, it's not as good as a watch, because I wasn't a huge fan of the twist, if you will. But just the first time sitting in the theater, man.
It was great.
Intense. Really good.
Very good, very good.
Good performances all around. And next up, we got Schindler's List on 4K. Another movie that's fantastic movie, don't get me wrong. It's Steven Spielberg. But I mean, it's a tough watch. It's just not, the best subject matter to watch. It's just, it's hard to rewatch, but
I've never seen Schindler's List, and that's why I picked it up, because I figured while the anniversary edition is out, might as well just grab it on 4K, even if it's not a movie that you'll end up rewatching over and over. I feel like it's an important piece of cinematic history.
Impactful for sure. And this movie, fun fact, won the Best Picture the year I was born, 1993. So this movie's 25 years old. So there we go, 25th anniversary. There we go. Alrighty, go ahead.
All right, next up is a movie I've been on the hunt for a while with a slipcover, and that is Romeo and Juliet. And I love this slipcover. And I like this movie. A lot of people don't really like its style, but I did. I liked it. And next up is a pile of movies I grabbed off of the app Mercari. I got a great deal on these. I think it was like $15 with the shipping. So I grabbed 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, which I hope eventually they get better releases, but for now, I'm okay with these. Last House on the Left with the slipcover. I do already own this, but I couldn't say no to it with the slip.
And this one was a find.
Yeah, and this was a real big find, and this is kind of what sold me on the whole set, but Pulp Fiction with the slipcover. We do have the Steelbook, but this slipcover is beautiful.
That's tough to find, too. So
it is tough to find, so thank you to whoever was selling it for such a great price, because it is now in our beloved collection.
There you go.
All right, next up is another one I got from Brian King, and that is Wild Things. I've never seen it, so I'll be excited to check it out. And we have Assassination Nation, which I did see in theaters, and I freaking loved this movie. It is batshit crazy. I did not do a review for it because honestly, I wasn't even sure how to do a review on it. It's that crazy, but I really enjoyed this. I can't wait to watch it again. Next up is A Simple Favor, Blake Lively and
Kendrick. The basic pile.
This is, well, not so basic. Some of it's basic. I loved this movie. I really did enjoy it. I think Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively had great chemistry throughout the whole thing, so I think you should watch it. I'm going to get you to watch it, eventually.
One day.
Next up is The Handmaid's Tale Season 2. I absolutely loved Season 1. You watched the first episode of Season 1.
I was sweating. Like, I was sitting there in a pool of sweat. I was like, who's watching this movie, this show right now? Like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very...
Wow.
It's a very powerful show. It's beautifully acted, beautifully shot. I have watched a couple of episodes of this season, but I did pick it up on Blu-ray, obviously, so I'm going to finish it soon.
Talk about sweat in that first episode.
But it's fantastic.
Shit.
I love it. Let me know in the comments below if you were watching The Handmaid's Tale. Next up is a movie I had to buy again, and that is Baby Driver, but I had to get this steelbook. This is the steelbook that we should have gotten from the beginning.
That first one was ugly.
It was awful. The colors.
Gold.
The fact that he was wearing like over-the-ear headphones. This one has a car in it. It's great. I love it. And then we did grab a Scream Factory.
Yeah, we've
it's
been
been
a little
while.
slacking on the Scream Factory front, but...
But this was a great deal on Amazon, so I grabbed it, and that is Urban Legend. And I really like this movie. It's great. I love it. So, excited to rewatch this eventually. Have you seen this? Maybe.
No.
One day? No?
I haven't seen it.
All right, next up is Evil Dead 2 in 4K. Have not watched this transfer. Obviously, I've seen the movie. Have not watched the transfer, so I'm not sure if it's as good as the first one. I did love the transfer on the first Evil Dead. I know a lot of people were like, oh, why does it need a 4K? But it looked great. All right, next up is 3 Christmas classic movies.
One of them highly offensive.
Highly
offensive.
So I grabbed it before I couldn't buy it anymore.
Oh, God.
What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Super offensive.
I don't know how... This movie is so offensive. This hurts my feelings.
I know.
I can't even believe it.
Our kids are not allowed to watch that one day.
No way. Rudolph's a racist. I ain't doing that. No
Santa
way.
Claus is coming to town. And Frosty the Snowman. I didn't own any of these classics, so I was like, all right, let's pick some of them
snowman that
up.
smokes a pipe and like walks around with little kids. Like that's offensive too. Get these movies out of here.
What is in his pipe? No.
Smoking pipe in front of little kids is weird. I ain't doing that.
And the last one in our ready? The last one in our pickups pile is Black Klansman, which I have not seen yet, but it was $11. It still is, I think. So if you haven't picked it up and you did want to, it's a great price for the 4K. I heard that the performances were great, and so I'm
Heard mixed
excited to watch
things.
it.
Heard mixed things.
Let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed this movie.
Yes.
All right. So that was the pickups.
All right. Next up
Is our Millcreek
is
pile.
our Millcreek pile, and we have an awesome pile from them over the last couple of months. Some awesome titles and an unboxing I did last week. Check that one out if you haven't, but I'll start it off.
Go ahead, go.
Not going to ramble with this one for a while because you could watch the video, but The Shield, one of my all-time favorite cop dramas, one of my all-time favorite FX television shows. Guys, check out my unboxing of it, but pick up this set. It's freaking beautiful.
It is. It's a great set.
And it's
beautiful.
like 5 pounds. It's heavy.
It's heavy.
It's just, if you're a big fan of like heavy-duty, good quality physical media, there you go right there.
All right, next up, we have 2 4K titles that they put out. We have A Beautiful Planet and Journey to the South Pacific. This one's narrated by Jennifer Lawrence, and this one, Cate Blanchett. These are movies that you put on to show off how awesome your 4K TV looks.
Yes, guys, we checked these out.
The IMAX,
and
you know, whew,
check them out, you know, just for the quality, man. If you want to show your TV off to friends, family.
Yeah, definitely. And they're very inexpensive for 4K titles, so great pickups. Next up, we have The Karate Kid Part 3 and the next Karate Kid, which...
With Hilary Swank.
I want to say this comes out on the 15th, which is Tuesday, I think. Unless it came out last week, I'm not sure. So...
But I'm happy. I had the box set of the first 2.
So now we have the rest of them.
3 and 4. Guys, Pat Morita. Legend. All right.
Next up, we have a random title, but we have Dogs on the Job. Of course we had to have this. I love dogs. And watching dogs in action, you know, like service dogs and whatnot, they're so cute. Like when you're walking through the mall or the airport and you see little puppies, I get so excited.
I know.
Go ahead.
And speaking of random titles, we got Secret Stories of Hitler.
Probably very interesting.
Yeah,
I mean, documentaries are usually pretty... I love history documentaries.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very insane time, and I haven't checked it out, but, I mean, it looks very interesting. Secret Stories of Hitler.
All right, next up is... Hold on. I wanted to put these together.
Oh, these are awesome. These are the VHS slipcovers,
yes.
which we also have Airplane in the bottom of that pile. We showed that one off already.
Millcreek put out a bunch of them. They were available, I think, only at Walmart. And then this week you can buy them all on Amazon. So we have Krull. These are really awesome vintage looking slipcovers that look like VHSs.
I'm a fan of those.
Very cool. We have Hard Bodies. We have Who's Harry Crumb with John Candy. Classic.
R.I.P.
And we have Last Action Hero with
Arnold.
So definitely check these out if you guys are a fan of these really cool slipcovers. I know there's a couple more titles as well that they put out, but these ones are pretty awesome. Next up, we have Can't Hardly Wait, the 20-year reunion edition. This movie is hysterical. I have not watched it in a really long time.
Seth Green, Nick Papagiorgio.
I mean, you have Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, this is a great cast, and this movie is hysterical. I love it.
90s.
90s had some of the best comedies.
Yeah,
ever.
it did. Like that weird humor that you don't see nowadays.
Next up is Benji, Off the Leash. I love these Benji releases. I love it. I'm so glad this one came with a slipcover because the Christmas one did not.
Man, we have the Benji collection.
We have all the Benji movies, but I love puppies.
You do.
Puppies.
Who doesn't?
And the last one that we have from them was the Astronaut Wives Club, which I heard great things about.
This is the one with Nick Swisher's wife, right?
Yes. Nick Swisher, the baseball player, his wife is in this. And I heard this is a really interesting series because it's about the women whose husbands were, going up into space. It's kind of about them and their story. So, very interesting.
All right, guys. So that is it for all the review copies and the pickups from the last few months. But before this video is over, we got a gift from High Def Ninja that we have no idea what's in here, but there's a card. So,
good. You want to open it?
I'll open the card. Let's see what we got here. I know it's a little late.
It is
Christmas
a little late,
was a
but
few
nice
months
Christmas
ago.
wrapping.
Season's greetings. Let's see what we got. Realize it's your busy season, so here's a little gift. High Def Ninja. Thank you.
Thank you to High Def Ninja.
That's awesome. Sorry it took us so long to get to this. But
yes, but we are now.
we are getting to it. And
ready?
Yes.
That's a lot of tape.
What do we got?
It's a lot of tape and a lot of paper. Maybe they just sent us a roll of paper. Oh.
All right.
Okay.
What do we get?
Ooh.
Another pin for your collection.
An atomic blonde pin. I don't know if we can get that in there, but that is a really cool pin. I will definitely be putting that
Charlize Theron.
on my pin board. Go ahead.
All right, we got Shooter, the Shooter Steelbook with Marky Mark. Good movie. I always love this movie. It's pretty good. It's always on like TBS or TNT. It's always on TV. Big fan of this. Happy to own this Steelbook. Wow, thank you so much.
All right, and then we have a Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I don't know if I pronounced
Kimchi DVD. Wow.
Exclusive number 64.
That's freaking
so
awesome.
It's a steelbook. This is really beautiful.
Wow. That's
so
really...
we have number 126 out of 650. This is gorgeous.
That's beautiful. We enjoyed Jumanji.
I love this movie. I thought it was really fun. The whole cast had great chemistry.
Yeah, Jack Black stole the show in that one.
Definitely did.
But wow, that's really awesome. This is all...
It's beautiful.
This is our first Kimchi DVD. I've heard of these. These are steelbooks.
Beautiful sets.
Wow.
So that's our first one. Oh, it's 3D.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Wow. Thank you so much, High Def Ninja.
That's awesome.
Pretty sweet.
All right.
But all right, guys. Thank you so much for checking out our haul video. We know we're a few months late. We are sorry. We've been very, very busy.
Yes, but we are back on the wagon now.
We're back on the prowl.
So we'll be trying to catch up with some movie reviews and unboxings and
yeah, we're gonna get back into the swing of things. Thank you for sticking with us as always.
And yeah, let us know in the comments below. I know in our last video we asked for your favorite movie of 2018, but really, what was your favorite movie of 2018? Because there was a couple movies that came out in between that period of time. So maybe it was Aquaman or something along those lines. So let us know in the comments below. And as always, guys, give this video a big thumbs up and we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.